The British Music Society announces its second world premiere recording of Grace Williams' music on the Naxos label.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Hill Williams, and I'm delighted to be here in Cooper Hall today to be recording 29 songs by Grace Williams with Wendy Hiscox over the course of 3 days.
Grace Williams' childhood was immersed in the sound of music, and in particular the magic of song. Her father William had made a name for himself as conductor of the successful Romilly Boys Choir, and one indication of how deeply the impact of song influenced her composition is the number of times she penned the word lyricamente in her instrumental and orchestral manuscripts. Grace spent her childhood in the seaside town of Barry in the Vale of Glamorgan, and this was her home, newly built in the second year of her birth. After studying and working in Vienna and London, Grace would return to the same house in Barry for the last 30 years of her life until her death in 1977. Many of Grace's folk song settings feature in this recording. As you can hear, she loved the Welsh language, especially the medieval poetry, and folk songs formed the basis of some of her best-known works: Fantasia on Welsh nursery tunes, composed in 1940, and Penichlion, written for the National Youth Orchestra in 1955. Her interest in folk songs extended beyond her homeland, and this new recording includes settings of songs from England's North Country, France, Yugoslavia, and Eastern Europe. She explored the darker subject of death through the poetry of Shakespeare, Carolyn Southey, and the World War I writings of Edward Thomas. Song of Mary was her 1939 interpretation of the Magnificat, recorded here with a piano reduction of the orchestral score, a song that she considered to be one of her finest.
And my spirit hath rejoiced in God.
The presence of the sea was another long-lasting influence on her composition. She was familiar with the coastline at Barry from her earliest years, and the pebble beach with its noted landmark called the Bull's Nose was within walking distance of her home. One of her best-known orchestral works composed during the war was Sea Sketches, and towards the end of her life, during her years in Barry, she produced Ave Maris Stella, Star of the Sea, for unaccompanied choir. The sounds and moods of the sea can be found in her songs as well. A gentle swell and a feeling of breath is captured in the piano accompaniment to the Welsh text of Underneath the Flowing Sea. And the repeated phrase, a cry from the sea, is declaimed in the turbulent interpretation of a Welsh legend in the Stand Forth St. Leonard.
A cry from the sea arises above the ramparts, even to heaven it ascends.
This recording contributes to the continuing reassessment and appreciation of Grace Williams. She was a quiet woman who was unlikely to boast of her achievements as a recipient of BBC commissions and the first woman composer in Britain to write for a feature film, Blue Scar. There is much to discover, and these songs offer pure listening pleasure and a special insight into the many moods of this admired Welsh composer.